Treat me like a treat me like a treat me like a
I was in a little hurry to get a McFlurry. Feel the ice cream on my nipple, so lovely. Can I get a hash brown, my honey? And can I get some mozzarella dippers if you love me? I want an apple pie in the summer. Hey guys, it's me, Lani Good, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, it's been a minute, right? I haven't done a YouTube video in ages. And you know what? I want to come back. I want to make sure that I'm posting more regularly and just talking to you guys and interacting with you guys, because this is what started my name. This is what built me up, so I don't want to forget about it. But anyway, if you are new here, then welcome. Where you been? It's lit over here, and if you are a returning subscriber, then you know I miss you heavy and I missed you. All right, cool. So what am I talking about today? Today I'm going to talk about badders. Listen, I don't want my entire existence to be about badders, so I'm going to be dropping some story times. This week, actually, I will be dropping a story time this week that I think is super funny, super juicy and whatever, about a footballer, you know? But I just had to start with the badders one because I feel like there's a lot of unspoken things. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed, make sure you share, comment, even just give me a love heart in the comment section, because it really helps me, and share this to your friends and family. But yeah, it really helps me get on the algorithm. So please guys, interact with the video. Don't just watch it. Please and thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah. Okay, so where do we start? I actually wrote some notes so that I don't miss out any areas. Prepared. Period. All right, cool. I do want to apologize for not having a mic. I cared more about my outfit I'm sorry than having a mic, but I'm gonna pattern that. I have like 16 mics. I just literally forgot to bring one with me because I was coming from my mum's house, so I do apologize guys, but I will have one next time. But badders. Now, there's a lot of things that I haven't said, and I feel like some people are not even aware about things that are going on, but they might see little bits here and there. So I'm here to clear the air. I'm here to speak my piece. So I'm going to talk about cast members, and we're going to talk about the show's direction, just things like that. I don't want to ramble for too long, and I promise you now, this video is interesting, so don't click off it because you'll be surprised about what I'm going to talk about. Right, I'm going to start by talking about Rainbow. Now, the reason I'm talking about her is because I need to make things clear. I feel like she was a fan favorite on season 2. She was the one that went the most viral, and then she had that bummy hit, and I even did an interview on my platform about her. So I'm gonna start talking about Rainbow. Now, me and Rainbow are not on good terms. We don't speak. Rainbow made it clear when she came to that house, even when you watch the episode, that she wasn't gonna do this again. She just wanted to do the season and be done with it, yeah?
Season 2, Rainbow TV. Like, everyone on this show wants my head, so let's do it. Again, I'm not doing season 3. Season 2, if you see me moving reckless, just know I am pissed off with the violations in total. Do you get it? This girl keeps lying on my name. Let's go, fam.
And we were happy because we felt like she had done what she needed to done. She'd blossomed like a butterfly out of its cocoon, and now it's time for new girls to make their mark. And that's the reason we invited Rainbow to the live auditions. The trailer for the live auditions is also on this page. So she was meant to be a judge. Now, I want to make something very clear. We did pay all the judges to attend. The judges were supposed to be Alyssa, Erica, because they were the big bad duo of the season. Rainbow. We wanted Val there, but at the time, I think I was unsure whether Val and Rainbow could be in the same room. And some people might think, oh, so you chose Rainbow over Val. No, I didn't choose Rainbow over Val. What I did is I went with Rainbow because Rainbow wasn't going to work with us again. So I thought for her to pass on the baton the baton to like new cast members or potential cast members, because it's the last time we would work with her, because she doesn't want to do baddies anymore and because she wants to concentrate on music. I'm gonna go with Rain Doll. But I want to make it clear that because Val hadn't closed that door, like Val never said to me, I don't want to work with you again, I don't want to work with you again. So because Val hadn't said that to me or to us or to production, we kind of thought, let's close this chapter with Rain Doll and we have Val hopefully for another season or other season. She could be cast member, she could do hosting, but we want to work with Val in general, and it wasn't the last time. Do you get where I'm coming from? But it was the last time with Rain Doll, and we thought it was a cute way to do the send-off. In hindsight, we should have had Val there, but because Val said that she was willing to be professional. But anyway, I digress. And then we obviously, boys-wise, we had George, TJ, and Prestige. So we're gonna start. All right, cool. So when I now started making the rounds, calling people and telling them about the show and telling them about the judges table, Rain Doll made it very clear, because her and Erica were having some issues because they were dating. On and off, it was very rocky. But if you guys remember on TikTok, there was a proposal. I don't know if you guys remember it. There was a proposal to between them. So they were girlfriend and girlfriend at some point, but by that point they'd broken up. Rain Doll made it clear, and she was very respectful when she first said this. She was very respectful. She made it very clear that, you know what, Lani, I rate your thing, I rate baddies, but I don't want to be up around my ex. I'm sure you can understand. You, unfortunately, are gonna have to pick a side. Now, I had to be professional. Although Rain Doll was super popular, Erica hadn't done anything. She'd actually been a joy to work with. So I have to be professional. I'm not gonna pick sides. I met them at the same time anyway. So I said to her, I can't pick sides, unfortunately. If you can't work with Erica, I respect that, but unfortunately the show has to go on. But I do respect where you're coming from. So here's me thinking everything is fine and dandy and everything is cool, and boy was I wrong. Because the minute that, not the minute, but basically on the day when we're now filming, all of a sudden Rain Doll she's just lost it. She's on heat. And suddenly that heat has now, like, it's directed at me when I have done nothing. She felt disrespected because I allowed Erica to be on the panel, because it's professional. She's a cast member. Why would I choose a side? So I was being professional, but she was on heat. She was cussing me. She was being extremely rude to me. She was with someone, another cast member, a male cast member, and they were swearing, effing and blinding, and basically telling me to come outside because they wanted to beat me up. I think initially, before it even got heated like that, they had just shown up and they had called me. They had called my phone potentially to be like, oh, let me up. But you have to understand, I was busy, so I wasn't on my phone, number one. And number two, you said you weren't coming, so something else I'm missing is, so we could make Rain Doll feel comfortable, we also suggested, before she rejected everything, we suggested how did she feel about doing the door. Prestige wasn't supposed to be on the panel. He was sometimes, but he mainly had the door job, where he stands at the door and he pre-interviews the people before they come in the main room. Now, because we wanted Rain Doll there, but she wasn't comfortable being around Erica, we suggested that she does the door with Prestige. And then she said, you know, she wanted somebody she was cool with, and we shopped around and we thought, you know what, Gigi's perfect, she's gorgeous, really good at talking, presents herself really well, maybe she can host with Rain Doll. So we actually tried to make Rain Doll feel comfortable, but it didn't work out. So on the day she just turns up, and she turns up with one of the most volatile boys from Baddest Boys, who has been very difficult to work with. So there's nothing we could do. First of all, I didn't even see the phone calls anyway, I'll be real. I was busy filming. I was in filming mode, but she did end up getting getting in contact with some of my production crew. And like I said, she was spazzing out, swearing at us, saying I should come downstairs because she wanted to beat me up and rip my blue wig off my head, and just doing the most. Because they never got the response they wanted, they eventually then called the feds. They called the police, the armed police at that. They came in a big van and with guns, like 20 of them came to the location because they were told that we had knives and guns on us, when of course we didn't, because we had professional security with badges. They reassured the police that of course like we don't have guns and knives, and obviously they left. So it was a waste of your taxpayers' money. It was a waste of your resources. This is what you lot pay for, people to use the police as a joke. But yes, we didn't have that. It was a waste of police resources. For 20 police to come out is insane. And it was just really, really sad that they did that, all because of a breakup that I actually have nothing to do with. But that's actually the beginning of the end. I then, you know, went home and I was thinking maybe, because in my head I was like, maybe she's under the influence of like alcohol. So I just thought maybe she'll calm down and maybe she'll apologize for her behavior. But the apology didn't come. Her behavior got worse and worse the following days. She was on live cussing me, on live chatting me, just doing the most. Rainbow has always had it in her head that I dislike her because I put her in in season 1 of Baddies, I separated her from the other girls, and the only reason I did that is because I feared for her safety, because everyone wanted to fight and beat her up, and she got jumped by Birdie and C Maya, and I actually defended her. In my confessionals, I defended her. I said I don't condone jumping. I find it so disgusting, so lowbrow. I gave her that sass. I cussed her, like cussed them on her behalf, and she still didn't see that as me like being her big sis and caring for her. And it's only because I'm caring that I took her to that house. I could have put her in the house and just let her, you know, like get beaten up every day, but I didn't. I cared for her. And then on top of that, people started making little TikToks about the auditions, and Raindle was in the comment section telling them, don't go, this show is horrible. And to the extent she was even phoning people, and the reason I know she called people is because I had a phone call with a potential cast member, and the cast member asked me if it's true when we're at Baddies we set people up so they get beaten. Really? When it's our #1 rule. When I say it's our #1 rule, I would go as far as to tell you guys this. TJ is one of my best boys in Baddies. He knows how to cuss, he looks good, and he's funny. And the only reason he's not in the mixed house is because he's done the jumping thing twice. He jumped in Baddies Boys, and then he jumped at the auditions. And because of this behavior, I said to TJ, I love you, but you need to sit this out, because I feel like you have a problem respecting my rules, and that's my main rule. No jumping, because it's not fair and it's not just. So when I stand on business about jumping, now you're calling potential cast members to tell them I set people up to jump them, which is total cap.
Watch when you come in my room. I'm gonna open your face for you. You ugly prick. Look at the state of you. We said we want fashion, not pre-man, bitch.
Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you alright? Are you okay? I don't need no friends, bro. I'll do it by myself. Are you talking about? Are you talking?
Security! Oh, stop! Oh, security, come, please. I can't do this shit. Someone come. Someone come, bro. Benny, stop this shit.
Okay, guys. Sorry, I didn't know you jumped in. I thought it was a one-on-one.
No, it was. So this is what happened. I was going to run a fade when Benny told me to go out there and have to fade. So as I've gone up, the judge's already fighting him. It is what it is. You have to go home by all means. No, it's fine. I'm done.
You did that.
No, it wasn't. But listen, the boy's calling me out. I didn't tell George to go out there and fight him. I didn't know George was going to be going out there and fighting. Anyway, I'm done. If you want me to leave, I can happily leave.
But TJ, you did do it in season 1.
Yeah, I did do it in season 1. Yeah, I did do it in season 1. But I know that I don't need to jump. No, I don't need to always jump, because I go out there and stomp the boy's face out for real,
No,
for
but
real.
TJ,
like, no, I'm done anyway. I'm not going to argue with you, Lanny. I have enough respect for you. We're done. Come on, George.
I feel like they should not.
No, I do not condone jumping.
No, it wasn't even like it wasn't like we
No.
planned to go out there and jump him. It was nothing.
I understand that, but when you saw
do
George,
you know what I seen? I didn't even see like George like that, Lani. I was gearing up to go outside.
it's total lie. Just like you lied to the police, to tell the police to come to where we were because we had guns and knives, and we had none of that stuff. I'm just letting you know that like there was just so many wicked like lies and just vindictiveness going on all because Erica was at the auditions on the panel. And then, you know, she would say, you know, I'm bigger, like, I need to respect her because she's a bigger person. It doesn't matter. Erica is still somebody, she's still a popular person on the show, and she deserves to be on the panel. But yeah, I got the brunt of it. There was all that trying to sabotage the show behind closed doors, to the point where, like I said, she was calling cast members, saying horrible things about badders, lying on badders, exaggerating on badders, just basically saying we put them there and we just like bully you and lock you up and just horrible things. And I was shocked, but it is what it is, right? On top of that, Raindor continuously made videos on TikTok calling me a 40-year-old and a 40-year-old this. I'm not 40, I'm 35, but if we're gonna go down the route of you age shaming me, I just want to remind you that I might be 40, but you wanted a piece of this. Like, it doesn't make sense to diss me about my age, but you was trying to lips me. You stood behind a car in Ibiza, my Porsche, when I was reversing out of the car park, and you tried to lips me. You tried to put your lips to my cheek when I moved my, and then you tried to, I gave you my cheek when you tried to kiss me, and you tried to aim for my lips. And then on top of that, there's videos of you saying, yeah, Lonnie's my type, Lonnie's my type. And you know what, the only thing giving me the confidence, because I know what Raindor's like, she likes to lie, and the only thing giving me the confidence to say this stuff is a lot of it's caught on camera, baby. Raindor moving to me, it's caught on camera. The day that we did the intros, she was moving to me, there's hella evidence. The last day when we had the goodbye party, she was moving to me, oh, Lonnie's my type, Lonnie's my type. All have all the receipts, all the videos. So I dare Raindor to try and say I'm lying about the kiss, because even if she tries to say that, I have so much evidence of her moving to me. So 1 minute you want me to be your shorty, yeah? 1 minute, yeah, you want me to be your bae, and then the next minute I'm too old for you. Make up your mind. Even if I am old, which I am, yeah, you wanted this old ass, you wanted this old pussy, yeah? Remember that. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. The cuss is dead. It's a dead cuss.
In what way? You want what?
Lani's sexy.
Lani sexy. What's sexy about Lani?
Like, her aura, her getting me to be confident, all that shit, yeah. It turns me on.
But wait, what is it about her aura that turns you on the most?
Grace! I just feel like for like a whole show, and Lani knows me. I'm not even like something like that.
So
like,
do you think she's cute?
Like, I think she's mad cute.
But do you know how the other day you said that you were gonna get Lani? Yeah. Are you gonna fuck her up a different way now?
No, I'll do that.
Then you wanna, she's online cussing my shows. My shows are doing, for me, and for my cast, and for my production, our shows are doing enough. Yeah, we're doing bits. Okay. I'm also gonna play you guys a voice note from Raindor, basically telling me to remove her interview, which I will never. Why would I remove an interview that you were paid for? Were you not paid to come and sit down and talk to me? Maybe refund me first, because that's how it works. Refund me first and then ask me to remove it. What are you talking about? How am I gonna refund you for an interview you got paid for? And also, you have signed contracts that give me the rights to all this footage, so I can post and do with it as I want and as I wish. Because legally, you signed the rights to me, so it doesn't make sense. Allow it, stop it. It's just stupid. It's just dumb. It's childish. Listen, I don't hate Raindor and I wish Raindor the best, but she is very immature, very childish, and very much in the wrong. I'm gonna end the Raindor saga by playing a voice note that Raindor left me about the interview, and then you guys can hear how just immature this girl is over nothing, building herself a hole over a hole. And you know, one of the things that's just so ironic, in this voice note, she's laughing at the fact that me and George, the interview, it's not like on hella views, it's like 3,000 views or 4,000, 3,000 something or 4,000 views, yeah, on my YouTube channel, his interview. And she's laughing at it and saying, look at your views. But Raindor, you, the same stone that you cast on us, the same stone you used to laugh on us, you should laugh at yourself, because your video, Fatima, it's on 1.5k views. Not after one day, because at least ours was after like 24 hours, it was on 1K. Yours is on 1.5K after weeks. So what about you? Laugh at yourself because your views are dead. Don't come for me. I'm being very cutesy. I'm being very cutesy, and I feel like you come for me because you feel like I'm somebody that you can go toe to toe with. Like I'm your peer. I'm not your peer. I'm your mother. I'm your mummy, and you need to remember that. Me and you're not the same age. I'm not in your color. I'm a big woman doing big woman things. You don't want to woo me. You don't want to woo me. Leave it. Allow it. Stop, please. And at the point I'm at right now, I don't even hate you. In fact, I would even work with you again. But you need to remember who your mother is, and you need to have respect for your mother. That's all I'm saying. I am your mother. Respect me. Stop these stupid tantrums. Allow it. Allow it. All right.
Just going for fast.
To let your callers know it's you they've reached, it's a good idea to set up a personal greeting. To record your personal greeting, to listen to your messages, press 2. First, new message.
Hey, you stupid fucking bitch, bro. What have I told you, Lani? Stop putting me and Zahim on your fucking platform, yeah? Delete my fucking interview. Look how George's one got 1K. I'm going to show you Pepe. Watch. You didn't want to listen? We're going to make you listen. Stop fucking posting me and Zahim. Delete. I know you can do it on YouTube because I've done it before. Delete Zahim's clip of him fighting on that recent fucking video, bro. It's the defamation of character. What the hell? You're fucking 4-0. You're 40. Don't let me call the police, bro, because I'll promise you. The way I hate you, I will call feds on you every single day. Try me, Kalani. Try me, Kalani. Delete that fucking clip. Delete my fucking interview. Delete every fucking thing. No one cares about your fucking butter show, bro. Like, to you.
Can I ask a question?
Received today at 7:45 p.m. to return the call.
Cool. So, someone else I'm going to talk about really quickly. This one is more quick because it's positive. I'm going to talk about Val. Me and Val's relationship, I think, started off, you know, it was good and bad. I would say that it was a bit rocky because I feel like Val likes to be the boss, and obviously, you know, it's, you know, I am the boss. It's my show, innit? So I feel like we started off rocky, but I feel like over time we actually have a good relationship. I like Val. I think she's very professional. She's great, and she deserves all her flowers, and she deserves to be a favorite. She's funny AF. Even if you don't see me necessarily working with Val on every season, it doesn't mean I wouldn't shout her for this project or that project. I will work with Val in life. Something that I've seen people say, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is to just dead this conversation. A lot of supporters and people that watch the show constantly ask for Tamara. Now, Tamara was good on Badders, but I don't know if people are aware of this, and I want them to be super aware of this. I'm not going to speak anyone's business, but what I think you guys deserve to know at the very minimum is that Val and Tamara can't work on the same project due to the fact that they have they have serious things between them. And when you people ask for Tamara, just understand that you won't have Val there, or vice versa. If you ask for Val, Tamara won't be there. I just want you to be aware of that when you're requesting what cast members you want back. They cannot be in the same show, not the same room. It is, yeah. All right, cool. So, oh, by the way, I'm not saying that I've even spoken to Tamara. I'm not even saying that Tamara would even do work with me again. I'm just letting you guys know the angle. Do you get where I'm coming from? All right, cool. This season, also, we are bringing in an American host. Obviously, we're not gonna announce her until she's here. You just never know what can happen. You never know who's gonna. I'm not trying to speak flopping into existence, but until the person is here, like, there's just no point. But we do have an American host. We're excited about it because we want to make that crossover. We feel like Badders will be bigger with that crossover. And at the moment, our Instagram is getting on the American FYP, and the reason we know that is because we keep getting reposted and shared, and they keep laughing at our accent. Please, if you're not following the Badders Instagram page, please follow it. We're on the road to 50K. We're on the road to 50k, and we might do a gala when we get to 100k. I think it's going to be brilliant. As much as people, I've seen people saying, "Oh, you can't have a gala. You're not classy." Oh, we can switch it up. We can switch it up. You know what I mean? Classy with a little bit of ratchet. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, please follow us on social media, and also please, I'm begging you guys, follow me on my personal Instagram, not the one with 50k. I feel like it's shadow banned ever since I posted me slipping and sliding and I was wearing panties, guys. Even though you couldn't see anything, you couldn't see anything because the video was really low quality, but the computer picked it up, and I've been shadow banned since. Some of the videos do okay, but it's really hard for me to do well. So if you could follow me on Lani Baddie Badders, I'll put a screenshot up. I'd really appreciate it, guys, because sometimes I feel like the content I'm posting is sick, but it's just it's a small page, so it's really hard to capture an audience. But I'd really appreciate it, guys. And to be honest with you guys, if you guys have any tips for me, because sometimes I just don't get TikTok, DM me with your tips. All right, cool. I've rambled on, but I do have one more person to speak about, and this person is actually has been super paramount to the success of Badders. I'm going to talk about Mehtap. The reason I'm going to talk about Mehtap is I'm kind of fed up with the narrative. There's a certain narrative that she spins, and I'm sick of it. So I'm going to speak up. Now, the other day, let me even start the story from the start. Are you guys aware that obviously Mehtap was meant to be at season 2? She got in trouble with the police. She got arrested for selling drugs and for selling weed, and they took her passport. This is according to Mehtap. I do know she was arrested, but I don't know about the passport thing, because I don't know if anything the girl says is 100% true anymore. So she got arrested, cool, they took her passport. She then now starts panicking because Badders is in like 3 weeks, and she's got her outfits and she's meant to be there. No problem. So Mehtap reassures me, I'm going to be there, I'm going to find a way, I don't care, I'm going to find a way, I'm going to figure it out, I'm going to be at Badders, come rain or shine, no matter what it takes, I'm going to be there. So what does Mehtap do? She then tells me that she needs to cross the border and get a new passport. And the way to cross the border, because when you cross the border, apparently they ask for ID, which is your passport, I guess. I don't know why it can't be a driving license, but apparently it's your passport. So she's like, okay, so I'm going to have to show them my ID. So because I'm gonna have to show them my ID, I don't have ID, I'm gonna go in the trunk of the boot. I'm doing it on Monday. This is the Monday that we've flown out. We're already in Ibiza filming, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it on Monday. I'm coming, Lani, don't worry, I'm gonna be there. Cool. So I'm thinking she can come in late, she can be a bombshell, right? So Mehtap, I want to start by saying this. Mehtap used to talk to me basically daily on Snapchat. Someone I speak to daily on Snapchat who's going to be in a boot, and in addition to they're going to be in a boot, Mehtap made it clear to me that you can't cross the border with a rental in Cyprus. Let me know in the comment section if this is true or false. You can't cross the border with a rental, it has to be a car you own. So Mehtap basically said to me, in order to come to Badders, she's going to buy a banger. And she was saying to me, oh, cars in Cyprus are super expensive, it's hard to find bangers out here. So I was like, are you sure? I said, what's the name of your town or your city? She gave me the name of her town and her city. I went on Facebook Marketplace, boom, bang, cars. £500, £700, there was cars, there was bangers. So I was just like, what about these cars? And she was like, oh. So then she goes, yeah, I'm gonna cop one of these, I'm gonna cop one of these. Then one day, this is obviously pre-Badders, but then one day, all of a sudden, she said, oh my God, I have a car, me and my boy are gonna do the move. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. And she's making it seem it's gonna work, 100%, you don't have to worry. Now, it was selfish of me to want her to do something illegal, but I think I just really wanted her at the show. I will take accountability that it was selfish. I'm not gonna lie, it was selfish, but I really wanted it to come, and she said it was gonna work. Now, the only reason I think she chickened out and didn't do it is because she never sent me a photo of this car, not a day in her life. You bought a car just to cross the borders to Badders. How come you never snapped me and said, Lani, look, this is the whip, lol, look, look how ugly it is, or it's not even my type of vibe. But yeah, like nothing. There was no conversation about the car. In addition to that, there was there was nothing. There was no updates about like how she's gonna sit in it, nothing. In fact, even when she was going to go and do it. She never messaged me that morning to say, hey Lani, I'm about to do it, I'm doing it in 2 hours, nothing. She just disappeared. And she disappeared for about a week. And when we landed back in London after filming the show, she just popped up out of jail, because apparently she was caught at the border. This was her story. She popped up randomly out of jail, and said that she was arrested trying to cross the border. So we didn't hear from her when she was going to attempt this smuggling, and then we didn't hear from her for like a week and a bit. And also what was so weird is the driver that was driving her across the border, the boy or the friend, he was out within 2 days. So the person smuggling you is out, but the person in the car isn't out. I don't know, I just thought it was dodgy. Another thing, and this is one of the biggest red flags for me with Mehtap. Mehtap, yes, she was going to do the naughty illegal option, but there was also legal options. When you're in trouble with the law, you can write to your lawyer, you can write to your judge and ask for permission to leave the country for a funeral, for a party, for a wedding. Like you can ask for permission, and obviously you can get given permission or you can get declined. So when I understood that there was a chance we could like request, and the fact that Mehtap had a lawyer, a family lawyer that had been working for them for years, I asked Mehtap to do the request. I had to even write a letter on her behalf and these things, and tell the judge why she was a paramount part of the show. So I did my part. What was really interesting though is when I got back from the UK and things had settled, I randomly was sitting and I randomly remembered, not randomly remembered, but it randomly came to me in my mind that I had never asked Mehtap for evidence. Forget the evidence. I want you to follow me here because I feel like I want you to really, really grasp what I'm saying. I had realized I had never, okay, so if you apply for something, yeah, let's say you apply for consent to leave the country, and let's say the system is slow and you're only applying for it like 2 weeks before the date. Let's say you're applying for permission to go to a funeral, and usually it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get a verdict, but sometimes it's faster. Now let's say you miss the funeral. Even if you miss the funeral, you're still going to get your verdict, because whether you miss it or not is irrelevant. 6 to 8 weeks later, you're gonna get someone saying, you know, we need more information if you're planning to leave the country, or the dates are now passed. But if there'll still be some sort of correspondence, is what I'm trying to say. Or a yes or no, because I remember Mehtap, she kept saying to me all the time, every other day, I'm gonna 100% have a response in 2 days. I'm gonna 100% have a response in a day. I'm gonna have 100% by Monday 3 o'clock. I'm gonna have a response for you, Lani. That's what my lawyer has 100% like promised me. I'm gonna have a response by Monday 3 o'clock. On my life. If he doesn't get me a response, if he's crap at his job, I'm gonna fire him. On my life, Lani. On my life, 100%, 150 million %, you're gonna have a reply. 100% you're gonna have a response. Monday 3 o'clock, like she used to always say that. Then Monday 3 o'clock will come. You know what? I haven't heard from him, but you know what? One second, I'm gonna call him. Then she'll call me back. You know what? He's taking the piss, but he said 100% Wednesday by 10 a.m. 100% Wednesday 10 a.m. It was always this. So in my head, I was thinking, you know what? Fair enough. You didn't make it to Badders, but where's the verdict for the application you made? Because whether or not you came to Badders, you're still gonna have a response from the person you wrote to. The judge would have said something to you, whether the judge was gonna come back and say to you, yes, or whether the judge is going to say to you, unfortunately we do not allow people on remand to leave the country, so under any, it has to be only for funerals. There would have been some sort of professional reply, whether it was a yes or a no. And I basically explained this to her. This is months and months later, and I said, yo, what was the verdict when you applied to come to Badders? Was it a yes or a no? Then she was like, what do you mean? And I said, you applied, right? What was the verdict? Whether the verdict came late, what's the correspondence? Show me something. And then obviously she was like, why? And I said, I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of feel like you were capping. I do. I feel like you were capping. I feel like you kind of like there's holes in your story. I've never even seen the car that you used to cross the border. There's holes in your story. So I said, I just need to see this for myself to know that I can trust you. Till this day, nothing. Till this day, nothing. I want to also make something else very clear that people might not know. Me and Mehtap blocked me on Instagram because I asked about her ex, Alyssa. Mehtap and me, we just have no correspondence, we don't speak. There was one time she was on live. Yeah, we were on live and I felt like Mehtap had done something quite disrespectful, so I asked Mehtap to call me. I said, you know what, Mehtap, you need to call me. And at this point, I hadn't spoken to her in like 4 months on the phone. The last time I spoke to Mehtap on the phone was like Christmas. So I hadn't spoken to her, like not Christmas, but around December. So I said, you need to call me. Yeah, I want to chat to you because she had violated, she done something online that I didn't like. And she said, cool, I'll call you. Then I went in her live, I said, yo, call me. Because back in the day when I used to say, yo, call me Mehtap, even if she was on live, she used to hang up the phone and call me, or she'd pick up my phone calls. Nothing. And I did try to call her, she didn't pick up. Yo, call me, yeah. I'll call you, Lani, I'll call you. Call me, I'll call you. Yeah? Are you gonna call me, yeah? I'll call you, Lani, yeah. When I get home, I'll call you. I kept checking up on that live for like 4 to 5 hours. She stayed on like the whole night to the point where she fell asleep on live to avoid calling me. I'm still waiting for that phone call to this day. If I message Mehtap, she takes 3 days to reply. I also want to make something very clear. She hasn't just blocked me. She's blocked, of course she's blocked her ex, fair enough, they dated, but she's also blocked Erica, who was her friend, who tried to go to Cyprus to see if she was okay, because if you look at Mehtap, she's obviously put on a lot of weight, she looks dead in the eyes. So Erica cried on Erica, Alyssa, we cried on the phone, just like, wow, like what's happened to this girl? She's changed, we don't recognize her no more. And she tried to fly out there to see Wagwan. Nope, it didn't happen. She's blocked her on Instagram, blocked Alyssa, and then someone in my team reached out to try to chat to her. That person is blocked. Everyone's blocked. So when you see Mehtap online saying, first she said, oh, I wouldn't even go back on Baddies. I saw a live. I was early in the morning, something told me in my spirit, because I don't watch Mehtap's shit. I don't, like, that girl's not my friend. I think actually she's quite snaky. But when I sat there to watch Mehtap's live, because something told me watch it, sat there, watched it. So within 5 minutes of me, I was watching it outside, yeah? You know you watch TikToks outside, so you're not inside yet, so they might not see your name. So she didn't know I was there. And someone asked her, what are you going back on Baddies? And she said, I wouldn't go on that show. And I said, fair enough. In my head, I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. Then she goes, actually, I might if they asked me, but they haven't asked me. Cap. She has been reached out. She even told me she's got caught in September. She'll update me so she can come on Baddies. People have reached out to her. She just doesn't, everything about London she don't care about. Only basically like, you know, I want you to deep what I'm saying. Mehtap will rather sit on live with Miss Our Fabulous. Yeah, that's what she did the other day. She'd rather sit on live with Miss Our Fabulous than talk to me for 5 minutes on the phone. She's weird. She's so weird, it's scary. This is somebody that's claimed they love me and they was my friend. I was genuine with how I felt. I effed with her heavy, but obviously the feeling wasn't mutual. And I've really cried about my relationship with her, but I've kind of accepted the fact that I don't think it was real. I don't think she really cared for me. Because why is sitting on live with Miss Our Fabulous? It doesn't make any sense. I don't even hate Miss Our Fabulous. To be honest with you guys, I would actually work with Miss Our Fabulous. But for someone to ride or die, pretend that they oh my God, I love you so much. You tattoo Baddies on your arm and then you're sitting on live with Miss Our Fabulous. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but you won't even talk to me on the phone for 5 minutes. And you haven't spoken to me on the phone. Fair enough, you have a girlfriend, we respect that. But when I'm trying to talk to you about lawyer stuff, I'm trying to talk to you about legal stuff, and you can't talk to me, that's wild to me. I'm trying to talk to you about your lawyers and legal, and when you get your passport, when's your court date, what's up, you come in Baddies, and you, nah, like, allow it. So that's what I want to say about Mehtap. I've rambled on. I I feel like I've spoken on most points with her, but if I've missed it, my bad. But like I said, I'm not the only one blocked. A few of us are blocked. And if you guys just have to see what she looks like these days, she just looks dead in the eyes. Personally, I do think she's getting abused by her gyal, and she probably loves it. Mehtap loves toxicity. Mehtap loves toxicity, and she likes to be battered up. And that's why this girl has a chokehold over her, I guess. I don't know. Because the Mehtap I knew never used to take it from girls, but obviously, like, maybe it's sexy to her. Maybe that's what she likes. She likes a girl to batter her up and tell her she ain't shit. That's what she's on. Anyway, I wish her the best. Like, even if I never see her again or whatever, like, I just wish her the best, innit? It's not nice to see somebody being a shell of themselves. So I wish her the best. And I hope she gets better. I do think she should come back to the UK, serve her time, and start her life again. That's what I personally think. But who am I to talk? All right, cool. So who else is there to talk about? Okay, I know how I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna end this video by talking about one of the most favorite boys from Baddest Boys. I'm not gonna say his name. You guys can figure it out in the comment section. Also, if you've made it this far in the video, please leave a red love heart in the comment section. I'd really appreciate it. It just shows me who's making it to the end and if I'm engaging enough. I hope I am. Hope you've enjoyed listening to me speak. But I'm gonna end this video reading a message that one of the boys from Baddest Boys sent me. And the reason I am reading it is because sometimes you guys don't understand why we don't work with people. If somebody is really hard at respecting, rules, authority, it's really difficult to do a show, because if production can't be respected, you don't have to like Lani, but if you can't respect the production, and it's just hard to film a show, because it's like, can we trust you to like follow the rules, like with the jumping, with like not being respectful to security, being respectful to the camera crew. Like, can we really trust you if you are a loose cannon? So I'm gonna read something that we archived. It used to be on the Baddest page. This was put out because we wanted you guys to understand why we're not working with a certain individual. I'm not gonna say his name, but I will show you how disrespectful he gets. Where is there we go. All right, cool. I'm gonna read this to you guys, but what I want you to understand is there's a lot of swearing, so I'm gonna have to make sounds with the swearing. I'm gonna have to be creative when I read it. But let me read you the message that I got. It says, "Lani, you fat swine, effing tub of lard, big for nothing, slow disabled ass, B-word, effing stiff wig, scallywag, oompa loompa. This is why Tion Wayne beat the F out of you and robbed your smelly, lumpy ass, botched BBL, P-word, B-word. I've been really trying to tolerate your bad body built to disabled ass facing the opposite direction, boobs, coming like they suffered Down syndrome, grown ass effing grandma ass B-word, instead of you to go and find a surrogate because you're fried over effed and overplayed with ass uterus in your dirty ass backside. This is why your womb is failing like your stupid shows you create, and this is why Tion robbed your dirty AP word and has made millions off your chump change that he stole because you really are a stupid B word. You're going to be 40 with your old dirty elderly P word and can't grow the F up, you what, less autistic. What is that? 1 second, guys. I can't see this word. Oh, wait, what is this word? Autistic P of shit. B word, you want to post me fighting. He was upset because I posted him fighting at Badders because he hit a girl, and we post all content, whether it's filmed on because it was filmed on a phone by security, but we post everything that happens at Badders. That is my property that I've rented, and those are my cameras, and basically all the content filmed there, it does belong to me. So we posted it and in the episode, and that's what he's upset about. You want to post me fighting, but you don't want to post your alcoholic, son of a B-word father, effing your mom up in the plantation in Africa, you worthless B-word. That's where I'm gonna end it. So yeah, can't work with him, not just because he insulted me, he also insulted everyone in production, by the way, forgot to mention that. Literally everybody that's on my production team. So it's just when there's no respect, it's difficult to work with someone, you know what I mean? Not, you don't have to like me, but when we just realize that there's just no respect at all, it's really difficult, really, really difficult. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. Like I said, if you've made it this far, please put a heart in the comment section, and I am going to be dropping more videos. I am back, story times and everything, yes. I love you all. I've got my single dropping on Sunday, show it some love. I'm just outside, you know what I'm saying? I'm outside, I'm doing bits. I'm back, yeah.
Treat me like a treat me like a treat me like a treat me like a
I was in a little hurry to get a McFlurry. Feel the ice cream on my nipple, so lovely. Can I get a hash brown, my honey? And can I get some mozzarella dippers if you love me? I want an apple pie in the summer.